So, why did I hear that YouTube is on a easy mode? I've been watching a couple of creators on here, like small creators, and I've been noticing their account growing, even for me. So let me come and talk about my channel first. So when I started a few months ago, so I've been off and on YouTube for 20 since 2021, 2022. I started my YouTube channel, but then I've been off and on. I started it and I stopped and then I came back. So the last 3 months, I started to get serious. I said, you know what? Let me put more into my YouTube channel. So when I came back and I got serious to my channel, I had like 200, less than 200 subscribers. And I started doing short videos. But then I love the long content because the long content you can express more like what you're doing, because my channel is geared to single women. I'm a single mom and I do a lot of interior work in my home. I love interior designs. I love lifestyle and cooking, cleaning. Those are things that I love to do. So I decided to go back into my channel to continue to do it. But noticing my channel and my subscribers, my channel blew up in the last month and a half. Let's say in the last month, I gained over 200 and almost 230 to 250 subscribers and I was like, man, so this thing that I'm hearing is really true, that people are saying that your channel, that YouTube is really helping small subscribers, because it did show in my subscriber count that YouTube was really helping new creators. But anyway, let me introduce myself. Let me reintroduce myself. If this is your first time coming across my channel, I am Patricia from At Home with Nana D. Nana is my middle name, and so that's how the name came about, At Home with Nana D, because at home is everything in the home, lifestyle, beauty, showing you as a single mom how I do things to make my life a lot easier, that helps me in my day-to-day life, running a business by myself and taking care of my kids, day by day. God first, because if I didn't have God, I don't know how I would have done it, and then with all the discipline and the strength, I'm grateful. But if you're returning, you probably already know who I am. I'm glad to have you back. Subscribe if this is channel that you love. But anyway, let's go back to talking about this YouTube thing. And I came across a couple of channels, like this channel called the girls called Doe Dash and Dante, and another boy I came across. I've been watching him and his channel. For some reason, I've been getting a lot of small channels coming across my home feed, and I've been clicking on it, and it seemed like YouTube is really pushing the small creators. So the channels that are coming across my channel are channels that I love. So I've been watching their channel, and if it's something I'm interested in, I subscribe to their channel, because I want to be that subscriber who comes back to your channel to watch your channel, because it is something that I love. I don't just want to subscribe to give you that subscriber count. So I subscribe because I love your content. But I have been watching YouTube and watching all the contents, even from big creators and small creators. But I've been seeing a lot of small creators, small channels coming across my newsfeed, because I'm a new small channel myself, because I have 400 430 subscribers. But like I said, in the last month, or not quite a month, I've gained I gained over 250 subscribers, and it surprised me. And I've been doing the same thing, but I've been changing my channel a little bit, like going from short to long, because I personally enjoy watching long content. I enjoy the short content, but I'm to the point I'm just not too much into all the dancing and all the trends and stuff. So I'm one of the ones that really love and admire the long content. I wish a lot of people can bring back the long content, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Even if it's an hour, if it's something that I love, I'm gonna sit there and watch it. You know, we doing stuff, and then you learn from other people. And I know people say, oh, come on here and just talk about YouTube and your channel is going to grow. But after you talk about YouTube all the time and your channel grow and you gain those subscribers, what on your channel are you going to teach them? What are they learning from your channel? For me, I love to watch the home channels of these women cleaning, cooking, lifestyle. I like authentic channels telling us, showing us authentic things, talking about your life. We want to know what's going on. We don't just want to see people. Like for me, I don't just want to see people dancing all day in front of me. Because when I go on YouTube, most of the time I watch podcasts, or I watch something that I want to learn, or I go on there to see, how other people keep their homes, their decorations. Different things. I go on YouTube for different reasons. But my reason on YouTube is not something that I want to just see somebody in front of me shaking themselves all day. I want to be able to be that channel, that single mom channel that can teach people, like, other single moms, because sometimes being a single mom is not easy. It is not something that is easy. I don't care how people out here try to make it to look easy. It is not easy. It is very difficult. I don't care how much money you make. It is difficult. Your time, you don't have a lot of time, especially when you're into really raising your kids. You're not really out there. And then being an entrepreneur who works for themselves, somebody who works for themselves. Yes, it is difficult. And sometimes I sit down and I think, how are other single moms making it? Because it's not easy out here to be the only one that's taking care of the kids. You have to come back. You have to make sure they eat. You go out there, you have to try to find the money to pay the bills. After you find the money to pay the bills, sometimes you know how business is. Some days business is good, some days it's not. But then you come home, you got to make sure, like me, my kids, I don't do the fast food thing with my kids. So I cook. I have to cook most of the time. I have boys, 2 growing boys. So they eat. They do not play when it comes to eating. And most of the time when I come home, they're like, Mom, you cooking today? If we don't have something to cook, something for them to eat, they asking me if I'm cooking. And I want them, even though I'm by myself, I want to be in that space that they feel like, they have what they need as kids, even though they're not going to get everything, because it's just one income. We got to be real with this. And I for one don't want women to put on here and make it seem like, oh, it's okay to be single. I don't want to always be single. Yes, life happens and you find yourself by yourself raising kids, but it's not something that I want to do. So I want us to be able to talk. I want my channel to be that channel that people come on to learn from. and say, yes, she's doing it, but she's admitting and she's out here telling us the truth about being single and having children and taking care of your children by yourself and running a business and doing everything you need to do to be able to make sure that your home run, and how you upkeep your home, and being a single woman but juggling all these different things, so. And then also I want my channel to be that channel that you can come on and watch and make sure and know that it is okay to have kids, but and be single, but make sure that we're not our kids' friends. We were put on earth to take care of our kids, to make them know that the kids, we have to teach the kids stuff. Make them know that when we work together as a team, the house runs better, even if you have a partner or you don't have a partner. And what I've seen around a lot is like, we are going away from how we're bringing up the kids. You have to look around. When we were growing up doing our days, yes, I understand that they're saying that, oh, when we were growing up, it was different. How different was it? If we continue to baby these children, they are our legacy. They are our next generation. What are we teaching them? And this, I don't just want my channel to just grow so fast, but I want it to be that channel that people come back, women come back, even men come back on my channel and be able to see that, yes, we are single women, but I am not that single woman that always say, oh, I don't need a man. That is not me. I do need a man, because there is not one woman under the sun that's going to tell you that she wants to struggle or she wants to suffer. And we need to be talking about this to make our life even different. Yes, things happen in my life. I went through a divorce and I'm not happy, that, life threw me what I'm dealt right now. But I still believe in love. I still believe there is somebody out there for me. And I'm not gonna close that. The only thing is, I'm that person who really don't go anywhere. So sometimes I think about how you gonna meet this person is we barely go out to meet that person, but at God's appointed time, it's gonna happen. But yeah, my channel is that channel is for single moms or even moms in general, for us to help build these kids. We had these kids. We need to start, beside these kids just being on social media and having these phones and letting the TV and the computer and the games raise these kids. We need to go back as moms, go back in the kitchen, teaching the girls how to keep a home, teaching the girls how to cook, how to clean, how to be decent, how to carry yourself, to tell them that it is okay to put your clothes on. There is somebody out here, because all we see on social media nowadays is like sex. I grew up in the older days. I'm 51, and yes, it's like all you see. I didn't grow up that way. I was born in West Africa, Liberia. I didn't grow up that way. So it's kind of hard for me. And I raised my boys, my kids, a lot different. Sometimes people may see it to be like, oh, she's hard or she's stern on her kids. If we don't raise these kids like the Bible say, what are we teaching them for when we're dead and gone tomorrow? What are we showing these kids? What are we teaching these kids to be, and what are we teaching them to do? Yes, we understand that they can make a lot of money on social media. They can make millions on social media. We understand that. But the value of being a woman, we have to teach these kids. I can only speak from a woman perspective. So the little bit that I know is what I'm teaching. Right now, I'm raising two boys. 16 gonna be 17, and my 14 gonna be 15-year-old son. So what am I? I can teach them how they should treat a woman, but the man part, all of it, I can't teach them because I don't know how to be a man. I'm not a man. I can't teach them how to be a man. But the best thing I can do is for them to show them how a woman should be treated. Because what I always tell them, how I want to be treated is how I'm going to teach them how to treat women, or how women should be treated, to be respectful to women, to value women. And I always tell people, it's like, it's not what you tell the kids, is how you are also around the kids, because kids do not always listen to what we tell them, but most of the time they watch what you do. So, like I say, raising my kids, I'm very careful and intentional what I do around them, because I know some of the things they are going to pick up. Knowingly or unknowingly, whether we want to accept it or not, the kids are going to pick it up. So we have to be careful and intentional what we do around them and how we bring them up. And I pray before I can leave this earth to see more of how we bring up the girls, because my business have to do with men. I do a lot of men all day. I sell beauty and barber supply. I go into mostly barber shops. And most of the time, what you hear these men talk about, because they have little groups themselves that they have meetings, they meet together, how to, raise their family, how to be man, and taking care of the family. And what I hear from them most of the time is, I like to sit down and listen to them. Most of the time, all the things you hear from them is, the women they want them, we want the men to take care of us, but we don't want to be responsible in taking care of them and being submissive to them. And this word submission is so hard to a lot of women. But I tell men, and I tell them, I say, coming from another woman, you don't have to beg a woman to submit to you. Once you're doing what you're doing as a man, that woman will submit. Yes, they say, oh, you would pay the bills, you would do everything for them. They don't want to cook, they don't want to do nothing, they don't want to clean. And we understand they do have some women out here, I don't care what the men do for them, they're not going to submit. They don't want to respect them. They just want to do what they want to do. And life doesn't work that way. So these are the things on my channel I want to talk more about. So this YouTube thing that is brewing over here, I'm excited that my channel is growing. I gained over, like I said, over 250 subscribers in the last month and a half. So yes, I'm coming to reintroduce myself and tell you guys again what my channel is about, and what are you gonna see more on my channel. If you want to be seeing like a regular housewife, like a mom, a regular mom, that's what my channel is really gonna be about, is the cooking, the cleaning, how you upkeep your home, seeing some of the reality of life, the day-to-day, not like just all the nice looking things. Because even though sometimes you see a well-kept home, yes, sometimes we have one or two areas that is not as laid out like the rest of the house. But because we're busy, we keep going back and forth. and sometimes we can't keep up with everything. So this is like things that you're gonna see on my channel. Baking, I'm teaching the boys how to cook, how to bake, because if I teach them, sometimes they'll be able to help me, because sometimes when I come home, I am burnt out, I am tired, I don't want to talk. Sometimes I come home, I stay in the garage, I sit in my car for a long time. But yeah, this is what my channel is about. And like I said, if you can't do anything, create a YouTube channel, because YouTube is great. I stopped going too much on Facebook, and the TikTok, I went on TikTok a little bit late, and they banning me, as I heard. But my YouTube channel, I really love my YouTube channel, because you can see a lot, you learn a lot on YouTube. Anything you're looking to learn, you come to YouTube, you will find it. So I want my channel to be that channel that you can learn from. You can learn how to upkeep a home, how to carry yourself modestly, and not just being out there because you see society doing it, so you have to like go on to it. But it should be your channel. So if this is something that you are interested in and something that you love, subscribe to my channel, and I would love to see you. Love to have you come back. And until next time, bye-bye.